I was watching Club Shay Shay, and Scarface was on.
Oh, big face.
We've talked about Scarface,
Yeah,
legend,
legend.
love it.
One of the greats.
Listening to him throw back onto a story during COVID, and it threw me back because he was talking about how he had COVID, he got COVID, but he also had kidney failure.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, that was around that time where COVID was pretty bad, and I remember, you heard the Tom Cruises and his wife, and
Right.
you heard different, but I remember seeing the story pop up that Scarface was hospitalized, and the first thing was the kidney failure. It didn't even mention the COVID. That was later when you read the story that you saw he also was suffering from COVID symptoms,
Right.
and they said he wasn't doing too good. They said that it was, it wasn't looking good, right? And I'm just sitting there like, oh, like don't take Scarface, like that's.
Yeah, that would have been a big loss.
That's a huge loss to just everything, music and just as a whole. Like he's just so, impactful. He's the mouth of the South, right? He's just one of the goats. And so I remember hearing that and being really bummed out during COVID, especially because, well, we were kind of locked down.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much to do. You were kind of just in your own thoughts and whatever was going on. So that just made it worse because it was like, you're thinking about like all the people suffering, and then you're thinking about you're locked up, and then you're seeing like one of your favorite artists,
right?
Not
going through that.
The news is basically saying, and there's people close to him that are kind of confirming that this ain't looking right. So he's bringing up that story, and he's talking about Jay-Z and DJ Khaled giving him a lifeline, like helping him out, and he's like, nobody can tell me nothing about either, like,
right,
for life, And it gave me, chills essentially. Like listening to his story, like it's emotional, and you're listening to him speak it, and and I didn't know that part of the story, and so not knowing that, and I guess it's good, like the fact that sometimes it's good not to know until either much later or not at all. But I like the fact that this is like it's sort of a breaking story because it shows that there's people out there that do care about, regardless of if you're talking to somebody on a daily or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know the full extent. Obviously, that's between them. But when I heard that story, I was just like, I don't know, I kind of felt overwhelmed with like a little bit of a chill, And I think that's dope that they reached out and they tried to make sure they could do whatever they could to
help him out.
To help him out, man.
Yeah. Solid people.
Because think about it since then, right? We got Tiny Desk. We've gotten other stuff. We've gotten great interviews to begin with anyways from him, from many shows, many platforms. But that Tiny Desk performance was fantastic.
Great.
Probably one of my favorite ones, to be honest with you. There's a few of them that are great, but that's definitely on the top of my list.
Yeah, he did his thing.
So, but yeah, that was a story I saw, and I was just like, man, like, shout out Jay-Z and DJ Khaled, man.
Yeah, I mean, two solid dudes. Just in general, both of them have, outside of like any type of medical issues, just, musically, career-wise, like they've done a lot of work with a lot of people and put a lot of people on,
They have.
Like Khaled at his peak, like everybody, everybody that you can think of, Rick Ross, Drake, Lil Wayne, T-Pain, Flo Rida, like Khaled was working with everybody. Khaled was hooking everybody up.
Indeed.
And like that DJ Khaled era where he was big, and even now today, a few years back, he put out the album, did a lot of tracks with Nipsey, rest in peace. Justin Bieber, he's got his work with John Legend.
Oh yeah, I mean the list goes on.
The list goes on. So,
and you can't forget Jay-Z's infamous line about Memphis Bleek.
Yeah.
So
what? How does it go?
Bleek could be one hit away
his whole career,
but as long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Even if I die, he's in my will somewhere.
Yeah. So you can just
sit back. What did it say? You could just kick back and chill somewhere, something like that. Yeah. So
which is dope.
That was on Ye's song, right?
Diamonds.
Yeah, Diamonds. Yeah.
Great song, great album.
But yeah, I mean, he's always looked out for Memphis, for Memphis, and apparently he looks out for others, and I think it's dope.
Memphis isn't without his troubles, He had all on some bullshit, him doing willies in the streets. Whoever that judge was that had a hard on for him,
Yeah,
Was really for no reason, just giving him a hard time. But yeah, the fact that Jay-Z's always had his back, even enough to put it into songs, is pretty dope.
100%.
And then he was also Memphis Bleek was also on Drink Champs, and he did a
That's right. Yeah,
interview with them
yeah.
and mentioned something about Jay-Z doing some new music.
Oh,
So Jay-Z might be dropping a new album.
that's I at this point I don't want to even say surprising because look at all that era's artists that are dropping right now.
Yeah,
So I almost wonder if he's like, wait a minute,
challenge accepted.
right? Yeah, like let me get a
No,
part of this.
It might be because
He brought that hunger back.
yeah, because I mean it was cool seeing one person dropping albums. Because if I'm not mistaken, and no disrespect to anybody that came out before, but I want to say Nas was like the biggest front runner that started releasing music. It was
Yeah.
him and Hit Boy,
Yeah,
and he put out a couple albums.
yeah. I
And
think
then,
Nas and
and then I feel like Busta dropped music.
Busta dropped it because he came out with that was the album with like you.
Yeah. Anarchy
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great,
so-
some great songs, some great bangers off of that one.
That was with Anderson .Paak. I love that
Anderson
video.
.Paak, yeah.
That video was so
Great
dope.
video. Great video, great
The
song.
Spy versus Spy.
Yeah. And then, we get music from Kanye, we get music from LL Cool J.
Yeah, then you started getting into the Redmans and the
Yeah. Now
Exhibits.
Wu-Tang's putting out music,
Wu-Tang.
Exhibits got music, Too Short's got music,
The crazy
40's got
part.
music.
The crazy part is Wu-Tang is putting out music, but then the Wu-Tang members are
Yeah,
putting out music
individuals,
too. So
yeah.
it's like you got both.
Because Raekwon's
album is out, and that's dope. And Ghostface
is
just
yeah.
dropped. Yeah, so
yeah, man, everybody.
Supreme Clientele too. So yeah,
Everybody. Yeah, man, it's so crazy.
so
Yeah, but so there possibly is. He possibly got tapped, and he's
Ooh.
like, "Hold on, I wanna play."
J 2025 or 2026 maybe.
Yeah,
Depending.
I'm gonna assume 2026. I mean, there's no details on it or anything. He just mentioned, Jay's in the studio.
Hey, we still got time. 2025. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
saying.
it's possible. It's possible because it's not like he writes anything down, so he could knock it out in a day, I guess.
Right.
Jay-Z is that man, is that dude. Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?